Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2024 and another part of the Lotus Road to Glory career mode. Just 3 episodes to go this season. Today we've got the sprint race in Qatar before we move on to the feature race in Qatar tomorrow and the season 1 finale on Tuesday. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, then make sure you do hit the big thumbs up button down below and make sure that you subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. Just want to give a quick shout out to James, who has become our latest Patreon. I haven't had a new Patreon for absolutely ages, but thank you very much to James. He's also become a member of the channel as well. Massive thank you for that. He said he's been a fan for ages, glad to be here, an amazing commentator. You need a job with Sky Sports. Well, thank you very much for that. Lots of people have been very kind in their comments about my commentary recently, so thank you very much for that, James. And of course, if you want to get involved with that as well, then get yourself down into the description of the videos. I don't really promote it too much these days. Obviously, I don't do YouTube full time. I'm a full time teacher, and do this as a hobby. So I haven't really promoted any of the ways that you can support the channel so much recently. So yeah, but thank you very much, James. Really do appreciate the kind words. So thank you very much for that. Anyway, let's get ourselves into today's episode. 2 races to go. We have got a little bit of manufacturing going on. We've got a chassis coming, or we should have had one, but then we've got the factory fire. So yeah, that's not ideal, actually. Yeah, I forgot about the factory fire. I think we're going to have to change the design and just have that on both cars and leave those side pods behind, I'm afraid. Yeah. Never mind. Right, let's push on to the sponsor plan. We'll auto-fill it and then put in a couple more events just to sort of fill everything up and make sure that we definitely do hit the criteria. Of course, I clicked the wrong button, didn't I? You wouldn't come to this channel if you weren't expecting to see those sort of mistakes. I'm very excited for Season 2 and being able to sign more sponsors, because if you look at our facilities, we've now got the hospitality area looking pretty sharp, isn't it? The helipad's looking good as well. We can upgrade that again, and I'm tempted to do that because that's going to increase the attractiveness a hell of a lot. Same with the tour center. We can upgrade that for 68 grand. That is not a lot at all. Memorabilia room is a little bit more expensive, so we're not gonna do that. But let's push on then to the next race weekend. Yoshiko Yoshida, 47 now. 47 rated. Don't know if anything else is going to happen, is it? Ooh, there we go. We've got a counter offer from Sophia Flörsch. Okay. Let's have a look then. Let's go for 3 seasons. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Let's offer a bit more of a signing bonus, but bring that down to 14 days. Nice. Okay, let's head to our inbox. Strategy prep this weekend then. We tend not to look at it too much. It's expected to be a two-stop strategy in Qatar. It's always a difficult one in Qatar because the tire wear is quite high. So yeah, let's have a look then. We're gonna risk it on the performance targets to try and make as much money before the start of next season as possible.
Our calendar brings
But
us
let's get into it.
This weekend for the Qatar Grand Prix. Lusail International Circuit is a speed demon, fast and flowing with a long main straight, one that's sure to see plenty of overtaking action.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
Let's get this underway.
Okay, very good. Right, I'll get on with practice and I'll see you guys for SQ1.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Okay, right, qualifying time then, and pace was pretty decent in practice. Top 10 for Hulkenberg and 14th, I think, for Mick Schumacher. So it could be a pretty strong weekend for us in terms of our general pace. There is Nico Hulkenberg's setup satisfaction, obviously not fully tested yet. And there's Mick Schumacher's 89% as it stands. Now, we're not usually very good in the sprint. You know, we've obviously not finished top 8 all season, so it's very unlikely that we're going to score any points. However, it's always good to see where we stand ahead of qualifying. So we're going to send out the boys straight away on those medium tyres. And then we'll hop on board with Nico Hulkenberg, and he can take us on a lap of this Lusail circuit. Schumacher already being held up by a bit of traffic there. So Hulkenberg 28.6 plays a 30.0, so I'm thinking let's get Schumacher out of the way of Nico. Oh dear. And Hulkenberg's had to drop off a little bit there. Yeah, not fabulous. Not fabulous at all.
Got the P3 mate. Was a good lap.
Still a hell of a lot quicker than some of the guys out there.
Good lap.
But it's clear that we're going to have to have some clear track.
In button.
I'll send them out now. And this should be a fairly clear run. Sargent gets right in the way. It's not a bad first sector though. Middle sector not great for Hulkenberg. Schumacher's going to be the one that struggles, I think. Hulkenberg comes up to the line. It's going to be a decent improvement. Well, it's not actually.
P14.
Schumacher does improve, but not by enough.
In button box now. Copy.
So that is probably that. I think both drivers are going to go out here in SQ1, and that's a real disappointment for us. Schumacher definitely out, and yep, Hulkenberg out as well. Yeah, real disaster there. Just traffic. And we tried to pick a clear gap, but it didn't work out. And we're out in SQ1. So it just becomes a bit of an extended test session now. which is a real shame.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us.
Right, let's have a look then. So the suggested medium tyres. I mean, what have we got? We've got 3 sets of mediums. We've got a set of hards. And we've got plenty of softs. Let's have a look at what is the expected strategy. Soft, medium, 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 hard, medium. I'm kind of tempted to try softs. Softs are very slow, aren't they? And how does that compare? I mean, that is apparently the quickest way to go. And that's even quicker. Go on, let's give it a go. We're gonna uber conserve with Mick Schumacher. And with Nico Hülkenberg, we are going to slightly conserve. But they're both going to be on soft tyres. Let's get ourselves into it.
We're ready for the sprint here in Qatar. And it's lights out.
Away we go then. And, well, it seems a few people have actually gone for the soft tyres as well.
Okay, you got this.
Yeah.
Which is a big surprise.
Now what do we have to do?
There's 4 hard tyre runners, 6 soft tyre runners, and then the other 10 are on mediums. Let's see how this goes then. So Hülkenberg already up to P16, Schumacher already up to P17. They are probably quicker than some of those guys. Schumacher makes his way past his teammate. That doesn't happen too often on track. Well, good overtake from Schumacher. Now having a go at Logan Sargent. That's a beautiful move. So great start for Mick Schumacher then. And his confidence levels are going to be getting higher and higher here as we finish the first lap. And Mick Schumacher up into P15, having a little exploratory look at Alex Albon there. And we have got some yellow flags, and it's Logan Sargent. Not sure what's happened to him. He's spun, and, well, his tyres are going to be shot. And Magnussen has also gone. This is crazy, too. Already have spun in these first couple of laps. But it's Lando Norris that leads. But remember, we are conserving our tyres. We are going to come very, very strong at the end of this race. Here goes Schumacher round the outside of Bottas. Doesn't quite manage it, but he's going to have DRS here. And he is through. So Schumacher up to 16th. Nicely done from him there. Well, look at these tyres. The AI are absolutely hammering their tyres. There's not many out there that are looking after them. Even the hard tyre runners are going to struggle here. Can move Mick Schumacher up to light for a couple of laps.
Okay, we're out of DRS.
And what we are going to do is push the engine for a couple of laps.
Yep.
Already losing quite a bit of time to Daniel Ricciardo up in 12th place. But here comes Schumacher on Albon. He's through. Nicely done there. Be aggressive through the first sector or so to get more than a second ahead. And then back down to conserve for Mick Schumacher. Good start from him. Now then, Hülkenberg, he needs to make some headway here. And do it fast. 15 laps to go. Here comes Hulkenberg on Valtteri Bottas then. Is he going to fly down the inside? He does. What a move from Nico Hulkenberg still. Bottas persists on the inside, but Hulkenberg makes it stick. And he is through. Beautifully done there. And now Alex Albon is next. And it should be a reasonably straightforward overtake. When indeed that moment comes. So here we go then. You can see Hulkenberg following him round nicely here. Still not got many. Let's
see if you can find any time.
To go here, and there goes Hulkenberg with DRS wide open.
Management is good.
And he is through. Beautifully done. We'll see how quickly he can get more than a second ahead of Albon. And he does it pretty quickly.
Let's look after this tire.
Okay, copy.
So let's conserve. Let's see where we get to by the end of this race. I think everybody's gone into a bit of a conservation exercise now. Not hammering those tyres anywhere near as much as they were. Hulkenberg gradually catching his teammates. Gonna try and be a bit more consistent with our times here. Avoiding high risk curbs. Definitely a slower tactic. Let's have a look at people's tyres. They're going to drop below 50% very, very soon. Really, it's going to be whether people get punctures on the last lap, isn't it? That's going to be what could potentially help us here. It's crazy how far ahead of Albon we are. 22 seconds now. How are we doing still? Not really catching up to Ricciardo. Just going to increase the pace from Schumacher a little bit here. And Albon is going to be out. He is out of the sprint. He's retired with an engine failure there. Mick's still 9 seconds behind as well on the final lap. It's not really went our way, has it, this strategy? Yeah, I think it's showing us that mediums and hards are the way to go. Lando Norris wins the sprint. Piastri in second there. Let's see if Schumacher can trouble fastest lap here. I don't think he will, but has at least found a bit of time, which is nice. And now, coming around the final corner, Mick Schumacher, he's going to come up to the line. And it's a nice 1:30.8 to finish off.
That would be checkered
Here
flag,
comes
checkered flag.
Hulkenberg. He's over the line in 14th
Two-way
place. So 13th and 14th in the sprint.
Beautiful.
Not ideal.
Now on to the next one.
And not a lot happened
And
there.
no points from this sprint for Nico Hulkenberg.
There are many ups and downs in this sport, and now it's up to them to work hard and get ahead of the curve.
Well, with that in mind, we will continue on then. And do the rest of the
Welcome
race
everyone
today.
to qualifying. This should be a good one.
At Losail, the key factor in qualifying is timing. Track evolution is huge at this circuit in the desert, and drivers need the optimum track conditions as much as the best car setup to get a good qualifying result.
There, of course, we've got Nico Hulkenberg. How do you think he's faring heading into qualifying?
It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
So here we are, ready to resume.
Right then, into qualifying we go straight away. Yeah, looking at those. It is just quite tricky to work out what he wants with the car. But we'll give him a slightly different setup. No, let's revert that. So I think that's the best we're going to get with Schumacher at the present time. Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying one then. And definitely need to wait for a gap in the traffic.
That's great.
And annoyingly, if we'd sent them out straight away, I think this would have been quite a clear run. So we're going to wait until pretty much everybody has done their first run. I'm sending them out there. I'll send out Schumacher now. And Hulkenberg not too far behind. And annoyingly, it's not worked out very well for us. So 27.6, 28.0 there for Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's really struggling out there. So Schumacher comes over the line. Where's he going to go? He goes P10. Hulkenberg only P14.
So far, we happy.
P15. Okay, and we will box now. Box. Just watch the FIA weighbridge lights. Watch the weighbridge lights.
Copy.
I'll send them out there on another timed lap. Should be okay. Right. Let's see then. Can we get a nice clean lap in? Mick Schumacher seemingly the quicker of the two cars this weekend. What can he manage in the first sector? Can he go any quicker this time? 27.7 this time for Mick Schumacher. We have got some people already over the line. That's Bottas and Albon. So I think Schumacher's going to be okay. Lewis Hamilton is the one to watch here. It's another orange sector there. And Hulkenberg also half a second off. I don't think Hulkenberg's going to make it here. Here comes Mick Schumacher over the line. No improvement for him. Hulkenberg much quicker in that middle sector than he managed last time. And he's going to get a nice tow over the line. Can he get himself any higher? He needs to get above Bottas. Hasn't done. Is Sargent going to knock him out? Sargent over the line. No. It's all over. So we do make it through to Q2 this time by the skin of our teeth. Okay. And once again, not a very good setup for Nico. Yeah, struggling with setup this weekend. That's for sure. So I'm going to send out Schumacher straight away. And send Hulkenberg now. And, well, how was it? 28-2. It's not great. And Piastri comes out at exactly the wrong time as well. It's not great, is it? 1:27.8 there for Schumacher. 27.7 there for Hulkenberg. Much better. And this time we should see Hulkenberg put in a better time, and he does. A 27.3. That's much better from Nico Hulkenberg. Right, we are going to send out Schumacher in the middle of the session here. See if he can do anything better here. Coming up to the line. Is it going to be in the low 27s? Nope, it's another 27.8.
Gonna TP 13.
Not quite good enough.
Go in, go in.
Copy. Box.
One shot, white line, and pick me turn entry.
It's a stopping box. All revs and engine off.
Right then. What can Hulk do? He is following Max Verstappen. $27.9, so a couple of tenths off in that first sector. Let's see what Schumacher can do. It's a decent 27.7. But, I mean, Hulkenberg's not going to get anywhere near Ricciardo, you wouldn't have thought, anyway. 30.4. Schumacher does a 30.2. It's a slightly better time. Here comes Hulkenberg up to the line. Any better? No. 27.8 for Hulkenberg. What about Schumacher? Can he improve? He can. It's a 27.1. He out-qualifies his teammate. It's 13th and 14th on the grid for tomorrow. Who's going to be on pole? Lando Norris. And Max Verstappen. Oscar Piastri in third. I somehow think we're not going to score points this weekend. I'm going to be honest.
Here on the outskirts of Doha, the teams are preparing for the 57 laps of this evening's race.
Formula One first came to Qatar in 2021. Lewis Hamilton managed to pick up the victory, and in doing so claimed Losail as his 30th different Grand Prix winning circuit.
As a desert track, Losail is dusty and challenging. Grip levels are crucial and can change throughout a race weekend or even during a single session. The unique layout demands the highest possible downforce despite being a relatively open track. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane ahead of today's race.
Right then, okay, let's get into the race. Bit cloudier today. should help. Should help with our tyre wear, you would have thought. It's apparently 6 seconds slower. I really don't believe that. Okay, well, I think with Mick Schumacher we might switch this up a little bit. Yeah. I mean, apparently it's 10 seconds slower, but I just can't see that, to be honest with you. But I don't really know how we're doing this virtually the same amount of laps on the hard tyre as we are the soft. It's completely bizarre. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Right. Okay then, let's get ourselves into it. It's the Qatar Grand Prix.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
It's a promising position for them starting in P3. They'll be looking to make the most of the slipstream.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. We're all set.
Here we go then.
Sail.
Ready for the lights in Qatar.
It's
Lights out.
and
Away we go. It's a decent start for Hülkenberg. But
See what you can do.
slowed down a little bit by Daniel Ricciardo in front of him. Most people have started on those soft tyres. Let's see. Let's see. Schumacher on the medium tyres, slightly harder tyre route. But yeah, already losing the back of Daniel Ricciardo. Unfortunately, this is the risk we took, was having a little bit more pace towards the end of the stint. There goes Hülkenberg back past Fittipaldi. I feel like that is an important move for Hülkenberg. Well, Schumacher, he is... Oh, there's a big crash! Big crash! Virtual safety car deployed. And it's the two Mercedes cars. Wow! Big safety car now deployed.
Safety car, go SC.
Recharge the pack.
Now then,
Stay close to the Delta.
Copy.
what do we do here?
So you go SC, go SC.
There's no point conserving fuel
Yes.
other than to get temps back
Put
down, I
this
suppose. That could be a possibility. But yes, both Mercedes are out following a crash there. Hamilton gets the penalty. He was apparently at fault for that. There are a few guys coming in, changing their tyres. So that gives us an interesting position here.
1-2 is good.
Copy.
There's a big crash in the main straight. There's probably a lot of debris on the stop
It was
finish.
a big crash that between the two Mercedes cars. But it does help us manage our
Copy.
tyres, manage our ERS
Safety
and
car is in
engine.
this lap. Just get ready for the safety car restart.
Copy.
Like to increase LICO back to level 3.
Well, it helps
Pushing
everybody
you can
else
get.
as well.
Reduce LICO.
But P10 at the moment with Mick Schumacher. But yeah, both Mercedes being out. That does help us quite a bit. You know,
And we've had a crash
oh,
on
what's
track.
happened here? So we've had another crash here. So it's Alex Albon into the final corner. Well, he's just been
Well, honestly, stupid from them.
crashed into there.
And for the crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a hard one to take.
Well, yeah, this is very interesting. So that's Albon and Magnussen. That really that doesn't help us as much. But trying to keep those tyres in check. But yeah, obviously the Mercedes, they're the ones that we tend to battle for the final point with. Now Tsunoda, he obviously came in and changed his tyres, so he's out of position at the moment. He's coming back through the field. But he's on a different strategy now. When is Hülkenberg due to come in? He's due to come in lap 16. Now, do we try and get Hülkenberg to hold up Yuki Tsunoda here? I think we do. Maybe even drop off his pace as well. Do a top up on the ERS. Just to really try and hold up Yuki Tsunoda here. Now Tsunoda, it says here that he's on the medium tyres. Yes, he is. It looked like the red wall soft tyres from the offboard. Well, there he goes. See us through now. But I think he's probably held up Tsunoda a treat there. That just
Oh, it
helps
looks like
Mick
a pit
Schumacher.
stop issue.
Now's our window, Nico.
Yep.
Okay to push.
So I'm going to come in next lap with Nico Hülkenberg. Onto the medium tyres. And here he comes. So Nico Hülkenberg into the pits. Okay, decent. Yeah, Schumacher's still got a couple of laps to go. These medium tyres. And And let's bring him in this lap. Up early. So in he comes then, Mick Schumacher into the pit lane. What sort of pit time can we get here? In he comes. 2.6, that's not too bad. Now Nico Hülkenberg has a mechanical fault. What has happened here? It's engine.
Gap 3. Gap behind Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg gap 1.9.
So I'm thinking, let's try and
Just be careful on exit curves.
Copy.
improve the engine here.
Yellow red.
Copy.
There's a yellow flag there. Didn't catch what that was for. So back to 11th and 12th in this Grand Prix. So not on very old medium tyres, but I think is far enough ahead of us now that he's come back out in front. Yeah, I think it's probably not worth reducing Hülkenberg's pace here. I think Albon is going to be out soon from this race. He's struggling with a mechanical fault, as is Kevin Magnussen out there. Mick Schumacher does indeed come out 10 seconds behind Tsunoda. What we have to hope for here is a Sergio Perez retirement. That's the big thing we can hope for here. Hülkenberg about to be lapped. Let's have a little look at when we're coming in. So about lap 37 for Nico Hülkenberg. For Mick Schumacher, it's going to be about lap 39. So time to zoom forward, and Mick Schumacher now has a little bit of a mechanical fault. Yeah, those things are temporary, so if we were to avoid high-risk curbs, I think that would help us out. So let's zoom it forward, and yeah, I mean, Schumacher's pace is very slow compared to the top 10, but you know, that's what we expect. We're not really expecting to feature in the top 10 anymore this season. It's, you know, we haven't developed the car in the second half of the year. We've done very well to sort of maintain where we're at, in all honesty. So let's bring Hülkenberg in this lap. For Mick Schumacher, he's going to attack, and he's going to come in next lap, put on a set of medium tyres. There's Minus 2.7.
Something's not gone right
Pit
in the
stop
pits.
for Hulkenberg, and here comes in Mick Schumacher then. Did he put in any personal best sectors? It doesn't say. Look at the interval to the other drivers. That's a slow stop. 4.5 for Mick Schumacher.
Oh
He
dear,
will
oh
still
dear,
come out
that's
in
not a
front
good
of
stop.
Fittipaldi and Hulkenberg, but yeah, it's not ideal. We're now a minute behind Daniel Ricciardo. That is quite unbelievable. Obviously, Ricciardo needs to come into the pits again, but yeah, it's not what we expected today. To the leader, we're probably not far off being lapped a second time. And Alex Albon did retire in the end there. I'm looking at Perez and Charles Leclerc. They're the obvious candidates to find retirement in their near future. What's really nice to see is Mick Schumacher definitely has been the stronger driver this weekend. He's had more pace than his teammate Nico Hulkenberg, and remember, Schumacher's strategy was apparently 10 seconds slower than Hulkenberg, so he's done really well actually. Sort of proving us right with the strategy, but we're just so far behind Ricciardo that it's not really going to make much difference out there. Now Perez is really struggling. Now Lance Stroll has a mechanical issue as well. 10 laps to go. So I push the engine a little bit more. 2 laps behind now is Hulkenberg. Schumacher about to be 2 laps behind as well. So might as well push the engine. Just to get some extra fuel out, although to be fair, we're probably better off just conserving it at this stage. I'm trying to save some crucial engine percentages for the final race of the season, because we're not going to catch anybody. I do kind of want to give it a go for a fastest lap with Mick Schumacher. Oh, Perez is going to retire, I think. I think Perez is going to retire.
Oh dear. What a miserable
Let's
way
see.
to bow out of this one.
Yeah, I think Perez is going to retire the car. He's in the pit lane. He's going to be retiring. Mick Schumacher is going to get his first points of the season. That's amazing.
Perez is stopped.
Yes. Right. Okay. That is huge for us. Really important that now we drop that pace down. Nico Hulkenberg's mechanical fault is getting worse as well.
The upshift's degrading. Upshift.
I've got to be a bit careful with Hulkenberg. Yeah, we were just a bit silly with Schumacher there, weren't we? On the attack. But we've got 1 lap to go here. Lando Norris has put in the fastest lap. Excellent stuff from him. Daniel Ricciardo's now got a bit of a mechanical issue. There could be more retirements to come here. There's already been 4 in this race, but Mick Schumacher on to the final lap of the race for him now. Hulkenberg conserving out there as well. Trying to get this engine to the end. He's got 1 lap to go. But Mick Schumacher is going to get his first points of the season. One incredible result for him. He's had a great weekend. As I say, he's been quicker than his teammates and thoroughly deserves the points. It's another McLaren 1-2. And Lando Norris is going to be very close to winning the World Championship, I feel. As we come round the final corner now, it's going to be Mick Schumacher in 10th place and getting his first points of the season. Very well played. And congratulations to him.
Checkered flag.
Happy with that.
And now here comes Nico Hulkenberg. He's going to finish P11.
Usual out of race procedure.
I'll tell you what, Haas have looked competitive this weekend with Fittipaldi. And Nico Hulkenberg, he's going to come over the line. He's going to finish in 11th place. 30 seconds behind his teammates.
Checkered flag, checkered flag. So you ended P11.
Good job, gents. Good job. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, good job. So just remember when you come in, you go to P1, wait 3 seconds, and then P0. See you soon.
Very, very good indeed. And well done, Mick Schumacher.
Lando Norris is the driver who takes this year's title.
Hey, Norris wins the world title.
After such a fabulous drive here today, it's no surprise to see this man land on the podium.
How many wins is that now?
It almost feels like it doesn't need saying after a 7th win.
7.
But another stunning performance today.
7 wins this season for Lando
That picture
Norris.
right there brings together the podium finishers for the Qatar Grand Prix.
Very well played, and Lando Norris is the new Drivers' World Champion. Piastri's done very well this season, particularly in the second half.
Karoon, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver...
Well, it wasn't a mixed weekend. Shut your face, Karoon. There you go. Lando Norris wins. Piastri there in second. Max Verstappen finishes third, losing his Drivers' World title. Sainz fourth, then Leclerc in fifth, ahead of Stroll and Alonso, Tsunoda and Ricciardo. And Mick Schumacher rounds out the top 10. So Lando Norris now 35 points ahead of Max Verstappen. Very good job indeed to come back from that. 8 wins this season for Max Verstappen, but they've dropped off quite significantly since the start of the year. Charles Leclerc ends the year in third, ahead of his teammate Carlos Sainz in fourth, and Piastri finishes in fifth. Then we've got Perez in sixth, a long, long way off any sort of title fight. Stroll finishes in seventh, and Tsunoda and Alonso are battling for eighth. I think Tsunoda's probably going to win that battle. And Daniel Ricciardo is in the top 10. George Russell is going to finish 11th, ahead of Nico Hulkenberg in 12th. Battling with Lewis Hamilton for that 12th position in the championship. Mick Schumacher moves up to 15th. He's still behind Alex Albon, but only by a whisker in the championship. But it looks like a very positive season for us, it has to be said. And another point in the Constructors. Into the fastest pit stops, we are nowhere near this sort of pace anymore. The other teams have very much overtaken us in that aspect, and we make another $1 million in profits. Okay, so there you go then. Let's have a little look at that. So car development is now locked. That's fine. That should be cleared out just yet, should it? No. Yeah, I think it's all okay. Gearbox per condition, staff changes, driver changes. I mean, none of this really should be coming up at this point because we've not finished the season just yet. Ollie Behrman winning that. Let's have a little look at how the F2 Championship is going. How do we do that? That's on standings. Yeah. So the F2 Championship, Ollie Behrman is... wow, he's dominated it, hasn't he? Goodness me. Pepe Marti is there in second. Antonelli in third. Very good. Very, very good. And then obviously in F3, what's Sophia doing? I don't know where she is. Where's Sophia Flesch? Oh, 27th. Hasn't got a single point this season, unfortunately for her. But she has got high development rate. I think we can hopefully turn her into a very decent driver going forward. Any more unread emails? There's the factory fires. That been fixed yet? But I don't think any of our stuff is going to actually make it through in time. No, the chassis won't make it through. The side pods will just about, but the chassis won't. So really, we need to get that cancelled, but we can't do that. How are we doing in terms of cost cap? Still got 5 million. So I think we're going to pass the cost cap, which is the main thing that we've been looking to do for this final run. Now we can probably develop a couple more things. We obviously don't want to design anything, but I reckon we can fit in one more of these or two more of these. So let's do a big... How much money have we got? We got 5 million. 2.8, 4.6. So we probably only want to do 2. We'll do a front wing and an underfloor. And that'll take us up to the end of the year quite nicely, I think. Add a bit of drag reduction on there. Put 5 of them in there. That will be done by the 26th of December. And do a little bit more front wing research. Or do we go for rear wing? It's very tough. It's very tough. Yeah, we're going to go for front wing. It's just going to add a little bit more to our overall performance, I think. I'm actually going to max out tyre preservation because I think that is such a key area. I'm going to add 5 people to that. Won't reach completion date. Okay. Well, let's head back. If we go to this... Yeah, we only need 3 people on that one. Let's get that done, that's fine. We'll still do the same, and we should be okay. We should get this sorted out in time. Yeah, max out the tyre preservation. And if we put, yes, 6 people on it, that's the perfect number. That gets us on, so we can add one more to this project. Cool. Okay. Nice. Car's all sorted, ready for next season then. We've still got 1.8 million. 2.7 left on there. I think we've actually smashed it. We might be able to do one more facility upgrade. But really, we don't need to reach the cost cap limit, do we? I think that would just be silly, wouldn't it? But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.